Each year millions of people visit Yellowstone National Park, but within just a few days heavy rain along with snowmelt has caused huge flooding in the area, washing away houses, bridges and cutting off communities. Park rangers have said that a river was pushed off course, and that because of the force of these floodwaters, it's likely that roadways will need to be rebuilt in new places. It's been suggested though that the park could be shut for several months, with Yellowstone officials saying that no one is to enter the park right now. The Yellowstone National Park's official social media page put out the following statement. Effective immediately, all entrances to Yellowstone National Park are temporarily closed due to substantial flooding, rock slides and mudslides on roadways from recent unprecedented amounts of rainfall and flooding. Effective immediately, no inbound visitor traffic will be allowed into the park until conditions stabilise, and the park can assess damage to roads and bridges and other facilities. This includes visitors with logging and camping reservations. Closed entrances include north, northeast, west, south and east. The power is out in multiple locations in the park. Visitors planning on coming to Yellowstone in the upcoming weeks should pay close attention to the status of road conditions. Many park roads may remain closed for an extended period of time. Preliminary assessments show multiple sections of roads throughout the park have been either washed out or covered in mud and rocks, and multiple bridges may be affected. Multiple roads in the southern portion of the park are also on the verge of being flooded, further restricting access. With additional rainfall forecasted, the park does not want large numbers of day-use visitors stranded in the park. Strains on wastewater and water treatment facilities could become a factor, and the park is taking precautions to ensure facilities are not failing. The National Park Service, surrounding counties and states of Montana and Wyoming, will work with the gateway communities to evaluate flooding impacts and provide support to residents. Rainfall is expected to continue for the next several days. Flood levels measured on the Yellowstone River are beyond record levels. Northern portion of Yellowstone National Park is likely to remain closed for a substantial length of time due to severely damaged impacted infrastructure. Visitors travelling to the park in coming weeks must stay informed about current situations, road and weather conditions. Aerial assessments conducted on Monday, June 13th, by Yellowstone Park rangers show major damage to multiple sections of road between the north entrance in Montana, Mammoth Hot Springs, Llama Valley in Cook City, Montana, near the northeast entrance. Many sections of road in these areas are completely gone, and will require substantial time and effort to reconstruct. The National Park Service will make every effort to repair these roads as soon as possible. However, it's probable that road sections in northern Yellowstone will not open this season, due to the time it takes for repairs. To prevent visitors from being stranded in the park if conditions worsen, the park, in coordination with Yellowstone National Park lodges, made the decision to have all visitors move out of overnight accommodations and exit the park. All entrances to Yellowstone National Park remain temporarily closed, and this is while the park waits for floodwaters to recede and can conduct evaluation on roads, bridges and wastewater treatment facilities to ensure visitor and employee safety. There will be no inbound visitor traffic at any of the 5 entrances into the park, including visitors with lodging and camping reservations. This is until conditions improve and park infrastructure is evaluated. The park's southern loop appears to be less impacted than the northern roads, and teams will assess damage to determine when opening of the southern loop is feasible. This closure will extend through next weekend. Due to the northern loop being unavailable for visitors, the park is analysing how many visitors can safely visit the southern loop once it's safe to reopen. This will likely mean implementation of some type of temporary reservation system to prevent gridlock and reduce impact on park infrastructure. At this time, there is no known injuries nor deaths to have occurred in the park as a result of the unprecedented flooding. Effective immediately, Yellowstone's back county is temporarily closed, while crews assess campers and assess damage to back county campsites, trails and bridges. The National Park Service, surrounding counties and states of Montana and Wyoming, are working with the park's gateway communities to evaluate flooding impacts and provide immediate support to residents and visitors. Water levels are expected to recede today in the afternoon. However, additional flood events are possible through this weekend. End quote. Bill Berg, a commissioner, said the following: "The landscape literally and figuratively has changed dramatically in the last 36 hours. A little bit ironic that this spectacular landscape was created by violent geological and hydraulic events, and it's just not very handy when it happens while we're settled here. I've heard this is 1,000-year events, whatever that means. They seem to be happening more and more frequently. It's a Yellowstone town and it lives by tourism, and this is going to be a pretty big hit. They're looking to try and figure out how to hold things together." End quote. The Yellowstone National Park's official social media page shared photographs of some of the damage, pointing out the huge mudslide that's tearing through the area, along with bridges and roads that have been destroyed by these floods. Other locals have said that floodwaters that have torn through Yellowstone National Park are going to massively affect nearby communities, but have said that as of right now all they can do is focus on cleaning up what they can, with several residents saying that they have to keep a close eye on the rising water levels. Officials have said that after the flood cut off various roads and bridges, the next worry is that the water is going to cut off fresh drinking water from Montana's local communities. Robert Manning, a retired University of Vermont professor of environment and natural resources, said the following: "We certainly know that climate change is causing more natural disasters, more fires, bigger fires, and more floods and bigger floods. These things are going to happen, and they're probably going to happen more intensely." End quote. So what do you make of these recent announcements at Yellowstone National Park? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.